What's going on? It's your dog, Art Man, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Man, today's been a good day. I've been doing my thing, ripping around the city, listening to that new Freddie Gibbs album. Gangsta Gibbs, Midwest legend. You know what I'm saying? We've been riding around the city listening to that all day. Alfredo too. He's collab tape with Alchemist. And that's just fire. Fire, fire, fire. Hell yeah. I've been riding around doing my shit. Then folks been tagging me online. I haven't really been on social media that much today, but folks been tagging me, and the shit I've been seeing, they tag me in this. Brian Norman is the favorite now against Devin Haney going into the fight, and I'm like, oh yeah, we about to make some money this Thanksgiving. We making some money this November. We are making some good money, family. The boxing gods has blessed us, man. They made Haney the underdog. I was hoping for this. I actually been hoping for this because at first Haney was the favorite, but now he's the underdog. And I'm like, yo, let's keep that shit going. Said toss you a wrench. Yeah, I'm gonna toss you a wrench. Oh, give me a second. Let me get on this shit. Man, I love this boxing shit, dog. They really got Haney as the fucking underdog. People, some fans, they try to come at Haney fans, try to make it seem like, oh, look at y'all. Look at Vegas got your boy as the underdog. And nigga, whole time, nigga, we're sitting back like, bro, that's some good shit. This is some good news because now we can cash in. My dude said he about to put a stack on Haney. I got people telling me they about to put it all on Haney, bro. Real shit. Hell yeah, I'm about to drive out to one of them Indian reservations and put some money on my boy Haney. For sure. For surely. Yeah. So I'm gonna drop a stack. Last time I dropped a stack was on Wilder. That ain't go so well against Fury, but this time I'm a little bit more confident in this brother's in his boxing abilities. Said Haney as an underdog adds amazing value. I'm saying, Moose, I am saying this is excellent, bro. This is excellent. I just gave you a wrench. Shout out to my dude. Said, ain't it? Yep. Haney plus 105 on fan. The books are tripping. Yep. But you know what it is? Vegas could be believing what some fans are believing, that Haney's not the same fighter, that he's chinny, he's scared to get engaged with somebody who's known to pack a punch or whatever. So let's fucking go. I'm ready. I'm super ready. I'm super ready for this, man. Hold on, let me get my stuff ready. My bad, family. Had to go get my happy trees. You know how that shit goes. Said the Bircher fight. Man, y'all gotta go back and watch that fight. There's a lot of fights that y'all need to go back and watch. You know what? You know what? I'm not even gonna spill the beans. I'm not even gonna spill the beans. I don't want people to go back and watch these normal fights because I want it to stay the same. I want the odds to be the same. You know what I'm saying? I want people to still have the same energy. I want people to think that Devin Haney just has no chance. I want it to be like that. I actually want Norman to be the huge favorite. So yeah, let's keep on promoting the Haney is chinny and he can't take a punch and all this goofy ass shit that these niggas love saying every day. Said let them keep sleeping. We gonna cash out and take care of Christmas on us. I'm telling you, nigga, Art Man Apparel gonna have a good Thanksgiving, good Christmas, dog. I can't wait. But I like it though because Norman's talking his shit now. He's talking his shit now. Somebody send me a clip of him talking his shit. I'm gonna let that ride while I smoke this or roll up this good smoke, this good Berlanga pack. We still smoking that Berlanga pack. Nigga talking about they cheated him. Nigga, you ain't get cheated. You just got your ass whooped. Nigga talking about they cheated. Boy, nigga, you should have knew what the fuck was going on. Let me see. Where's Sam rolling that purple shit from earlier shit. Nigga, you gotta come out here to Minnesota. Good old Minnesota, man. We'll get you right out here. You can walk right into the dispensary, get you some shit.
Remember me, Brian? I told you to knock out Devin. Now my only question to you is,
Hey, and Brian he's loving this new little energy he getting. This new little fan base he getting. You know, the people love it, they rocking with him. They in his comment section. He probably and look, I fuck with Norman, but he probably not used to niggas lighting up his comment section. Say, hey man, we rocking with you, Norman. He probably not used to that type of shit. So he finally got that. So now he's like, I think he's starting to feel that. And I love it. I love it because you're supposed to, feel good about what you're doing, but these niggas, they boosting his head up. So he feeling it. He on vacation. He on vacation enjoying it.
My boy Legend, what's up with your brother? Everything good? I still beat you in basketball. We ain't gonna talk about back in the day how you shoot them threes. Walk of dime. I mean, I just might.
They ain't about to get a play. He already talking about Devin Haney, man. He looking a little sliz.
Oh shit.
Hold on. He looking a little sliz. Look like he drinking a little bit.
I might just be there too.
He enjoying that vacation. See, this is, this is good because I want people to boost his head up, make him feel like, he's the man, and all this shit. And he can just go in there and walk Devin Haney down. They telling him to walk Devin Haney down, all that. I love it.
Major love from us. Boots. I got you, brother.
Now, when he go talk crazy about Devin, I want to hear that.
I know you signed up, but they said you maybe I'm a little late in these comments. I'm gonna swipe to the top a little bit, but yes, I've been signed up for testing way back. I think like July 10th.
These niggas just be lying. This nigga talking about he been signed up for drug testing July 10th. Nigga, if you been signed up, then why the fuck? What was last week? What was that about? Niggas just making shit up.
Actually, when did I want to start testing? But as you see, I'm out here out the country right now, enjoying myself. And should I say, by the time I get back, which is Sunday, but July 27th, I say it's almost August, so let's go ahead and start in August 1st. And I guess everybody had a little problem with that. They thought I was juicing up or something like that. I don't know how I can clear my system so fast or so soon, but hey, here we are. Let me go all the way down to the bottom real quick so I get the first questions. Hold up.
Nigga ain't saying shit. Fight Hype, they fucking boosting. They acting like this nigga saying some crazy shit. Nigga ain't saying shit. Niggas ain't saying shit, bro. Come on, man. Come on, B Norman. You gotta promote it a little bit better. Said why he lied. Because he got a little fan base now, so he got to keep him pleased for the moment. So I fuck with Norman. I can't wait. And that's the thing. I fuck with Norman too, man. But I'm gonna just keep it high how I see it, dog. I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. I just feel like the guy's too green. He's too green, bro. Good fighter. What my guy Floyd say? Hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter. But that man just too green. He ain't ready yet. Said why he lied. Because you know how that should be, bro. So salute Art, man. We about to eat good off Vegas. Hey, shout out to Vegas, man. Shout out to my niggas in Vegas who says Devin Haney is the underdog, man. Please don't change. The only way I want to see it change, I want to see the odds in Norman's favor heavy. That's what I want to see. If y'all go back and watch Norman film, bro, you gonna be like, man, either this nigga gonna show us something super special we ain't never seen, or this nigga's getting washed. And I know people be telling, "Oh, man, you ain't supposed to think like that, man. You ain't supposed to think like that." But I'm sorry, I'm thinking like it. I'm thinking like there's nowhere else I can think because I'm looking at the footage, both fighters, even looking at the cheating shit with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I'm looking at, I'm like, dog. Still, man, the footwork is just not there. The defense is not there. Norman does not have good defense. He don't got good defense. He's a sucker for that straight right down the pipe. I'm trying to tell. Hey, don't listen to Art, man. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Listen to Vegas. Vegas got you covered. listen to Vegas. Don't listen to me. Said they're gonna make him run to ATL. Get ready. Let's get it. Let's get it. He's not, bro. There's so many fights, man. Not even just the two fights that y'all see, man. There's so many clips I could pull up, bro. It's just that it's like he's learning on the job, and he's at a stage in his career where he hasn't learned everything that is to learn, or even close. He's good though. Don't get it twisted. He's a good fighter, hell of a fighter, but he'll definitely have to prove me wrong. Oh, let me go. My brother Sour Av, he posted it. Oh, let me turn the music off before they give me a copyright strike. This nigga wasn't scared of the power. He right in the middle with that nigga. He right fighting right in the dead center with him. Simple trap. Baited him to the ropes. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Baited him to the ropes. Boy, lucky to get that motherfucking decision, man. That's just crazy as hell. But I'm not gonna hate on the man and say he ain't talented. I'm just gonna tell y'all just like how it is, bro. He's just not ready. He ain't ready, dog. He's not fucking ready. Niggas is looking at the, oh, well, he just beat Jin Suzuki, Jin Mitsubishi. Nigga, fuck that dude, man. This nigga is garbage. I'm not talking about I'm talking about a dude he just whooped. Nigga, Jin Kazuki, Jin Mitsubishi, Jin Toyota, nigga, he sucks. He sucks, bro. Real shit. Nigga, he fought 3 flat-footed fighters coming into a fight against a guy that y'all say is a quote-unquote runner. Y'all know this man has good footwork. Y'all know this man has good IQ. But somehow y'all think power just trumps all that shit? Since when? Since when? Because when Wilder was knocking shit out, y'all said fuck a power. Fuck power. Now all of a sudden everybody power crazy? Jin fucking Hyundai. Nigga, we don't know this nigga, bro. Who the fuck is this nigga? What's going on, brother?
Easy money, Art, man. Easy money. Easy money, man. I'm about to go and throw a couple hundred on there, man.
Of
I gotta
course.
throw a couple hundred, man. Hey, look, before they get the odds right, before Vegas like, hold on, we tripping. Yeah, let me go and drop me a couple hundred on that shit real quick.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about just driving out with because in Minnesota you can't gamble unless you go to the Indian reservations or Native American reservations. So I'm about to hop on the motherfucking hop in my whip and drive out straight out there. Probably hit up one of their dispensaries too while I'm out there. But yeah, I'm gonna put some money on Dev.
Man, you know what? It's crazy because last time we asked this question, I think it was we was on like I think it was last week. You know, Devin, I took a screenshot of it. Devin was the favorite. Like Devin was the favorite. Now they change it. I'm like Vegas trying to get some money because they gonna have some suckers take this bet. You feel what I'm saying? Putting their money on Brian Norman. You be a damn fool.
Said Norman getting set up. Simple traps. You seen that clip I showed?
Hell yeah, I seen that. I watched that fight. I spoke on that damn
I've been
fight,
trying to
man.
find that fight for real, for real. They took that shit down.
Man, just go to all the Brian Norman fights. I promise you, in his clips and highlights, and they'll show that shit right there. I promise you. They might not show the whole fight, but they gonna show enough of that motherfucker, and you gonna see that clip. Guarantee. Guarantee. Now I tell you like this, Art man. This shit is crazy. This is the biggest setup ever, bro. Like I don't understand where this coming from. Vegas just trying to make some money, or everybody hyping not be looking at this dude film. They must not be looking in the who he's stepping in the ring with. Something is wrong. But then they did the same thing with Edgar Berlanga, right? They had Berlanga the favorite, and you see what happened to him. Can you hear me?
They had Berlanga the favor over Shiraz.
I believe they had Edgar Berlanga the favorite, and then they had what's that? I think they had Amanda Serrano the favorite in her last fight, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong now.
Said they got that fight expunged. They took that. I think Top Rank took down that fight because they don't want niggas to see. They don't want Haney to watch that film.
No, but you can. Okay, you remember when I first started saying dude was dirty, and I first started watching his fights. You
Yeah.
can see clips from his fights in all them old fights was coming up. Like you seen all of them. I don't know if they just removed it or whatever, but all his shit was coming up. Like all his shit. I did a whole study on that man fights, like a whole fucking study. Like this dude ain't shit.
Now he's decent. Don't get it twisted. He's a decent fighter, but I just feel like it's not what y'all think. What a lot of fans are thinking it is, bro.
All right, man. How you decent and you fight nobodies? You should be blowing them out. They're nobodies. Like you just said, that man was standing toe to toe with that dude power. A lot of them dudes was standing toe to toe with his power. Like right in the center of the ring, like walking up on him. Like they're hunting him down, walking right in front of him. A lot of them dudes he didn't knock out.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Where's this crazy knockout power coming from?
It came from him not drug testing, knowing that they wasn't drug testing when they went to wherever the fuck they went overseas to just fight the Chinese restaurant, the dirty Chinese restaurant. So it's like it's either it's either I'm tripping or this dude got amazing power that dudes is just hunting him and walking him down. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the same fights that I seen. These dudes were hunting this dude, walking him down like I'm in front of you. I don't care what you talking about. It's a lot of dudes that went 12 with this dude. I mean, I could be wrong, but I know what I seen.
Said it's just clips. Yeah, said Vada's gonna catch him. Man, I just don't like the fact that this nigga said if I get caught. That should mean if I get, if I test positive because of Devin. That should sound crazy as hell. I don't like hearing that type of shit.
Yeah, I spoke on that shit yesterday, and you was like, "Did he say that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that nigga said that shit, bro. The play is already in play. Everything is already in play. Like, nigga, ain't no clean fighter gonna say, "Oh, I don't trust him. What if I end up coming up positive and this and that?" Nigga, you on the Ryan Garcia boat, bro. We know what the fuck is going on. We seen this before. We seen this shit before. Everybody's seen it, clear as fucking day.
Man, I just feel like it's gonna be different for him this time around. because he is in a situation where he's gonna be getting drug tested several times. And not saying that he's on some shit, but I'm saying that that type of shit would make a lot of niggas uncomfortable if you're not used to it, taking drug tests, which is them popping up every 5 seconds, popping up while you at the bar, popping up while you at the club, popping up while you about to grab a condom out the top drawer with your old lady. They gonna pop up and be like, "Hey, before you finish that, go ahead and take the sample. Let me get a sample real quick."
They caught him in mid stroke. Like, hey,
Yeah.
before you finish that last stroke, bro, let me go and get a sample real
Let
quick.
me get a sample real quick, Mr. Norman.
Hey, look, go on and piss in the condom. We'll take that. Don't worry about it. We good.
We good on this side. Hey, I can't wait for this fight, dog. I feel like this fight it needs to be it needs to come back a lot faster than just November. But it's enough time to really build it up. They really should have this as the main fight.
Well, David Benavidez is a big name too, and I think that they, if you've been peeping all the Riyadh fights, they've been ending with bigger fighters fighting towards the end instead of smaller fighters. If you've been peeping all they fights,
Boy, everybody gonna be tuning into that Devin fight. I don't give a fuck what niggas talking about. Niggas be pretending like Dev's not some big name in boxing. He definitely is. He definitely is a big name. You want to know how I know he's a big name? Because every channel talks about him. Every channel, more than the
no,
others.
that's a 100% fact. That's when you the face of boxing.
Niggas
You
ain't
know,
talk about Tech no more. The only time niggas talk about Tech is in disappointment at this point, which is fucked up. Niggas is fucked up. They question if this nigga about to retire. Mm,
those are self-inflicted wounds though. You feel what
I
I'm saying?
know.
You can't get at a nigga. You can't get mad at a nigga. You did that to yourself, my nigga. You made your bed, nigga. Not lie in it.
Both him and Ryan, they made they fucking bad, bro. And I really don't have no sympathy for Javante or Ryan Garcia. Niggas was really celebrating disrespecting the sport of boxing. Not even just Haney. Niggas was disrespecting the sport of boxing. This nigga clearly cheated, but you niggas out here making excuses. Oh man, I don't believe that they trying to set Ryan up. Like these is words Tank them was saying, bro. Like that's some weird shit to me, man. It's super weird.
Um,
I couldn't rock with that. I couldn't rock with that at all.
well, that just shows blatant racism, blatant favoritism, blatant the business of boxing. I blame Oscar De La Hoya and them. I blame the bullshit fans. I blame the race fans, man, and the casuals, bro, because real boxing fans, what I'm saying, understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If they could have put the same shit on Floyd Mayweather and got away with it, they would have did it. It's always our fighters that they attack. But
Nigga,
then
they
the
tried
crazy
it.
part, yeah,
That nigga
yeah, with
McDonough tried to go in
Maidana.
there. He tried to go in there with them skinned ass gloves.
Yeah, Maidana. Yeah, but he didn't get away with it. But sorry to say, bro, it be people that look like us, bro, that give them the cushion to do the shit that they doing.
It's the truth. I know. I see it. You don't gotta say sorry to me. I know it. I see it daily.
I'm talking about niggas that made millions and thousands and thousands of dollars, bro, just shitting on black people. Take the nigga that's sitting in the dark with shades on. That weirdo ass nigga. We don't even accept him in Cali no more, bro. Like, bro, get your weird ass up out of here. But I'm still tripping off these odds, man. I definitely got to go drop a couple hundred on there, art, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Hey, did you see that video of Norman talking? It kind of looked like he a little sliz, like he off that lick.
You talking about he was sitting on the couch talking to them
Hmm.
the part away podcast?
Nah, he talking now, right now. He just did a video while he over there.
I don't even pay attention to that loser, bro. I didn't even know the nigga name 3 months ago. I don't pay attention to that dude, bro. Hey, but Art, man, did you let everybody know you had the best apparel in the game?
You know what? I didn't even get to mention that. Thank you for reminding me. Artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. It's been a good month for artmanapparel.com. This is a great fight, Brian Norman versus Haney, because I already got people buying the illustration of that fight, Haney versus Norman. The illustration, my guy, he just bought a 20 by 20 canvas for me of that illustration. So yeah, I'm doing my thing, artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. You know what I'm saying? Perfect.
I just
Matter of
want
fact,
you.
hold on. Before you get into that, that's I want to shout out to my people. I want y'all to see this. So it's real. I don't want y'all to just hear me say it. I want y'all to see it. You know what I'm saying? What they say they got the fine. What the young folks say? Fine shit. Got fine shit. Rocking artmanapparel.com hoodies. You know what I'm saying? That pink joint. Yep. Artmanapparel.com. And then hold on. Let me show my boy. He got that canvas. Brian Norman versus Devin Haney, or should I say Haney versus Brian Norman? Yes, sir. Let's get it. Artmanapparel.com. But yeah, what was you saying, my brother? Insane talk.
Um, I was saying that. Damn, what the fuck I was saying? I said Art Man got the best boxing merch in the game, which is a true. That's a true statement. That is a true statement. Uh, these dudes, man, is pumping this dude up, man, and I don't honestly, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a trap for Vegas, and Vegas is gonna switch the odds at the end. But whatever it is, it's better to get your money in right now. Floor seats on Devin Haney because what is he 105 plus? It's insane, bro. What has Brian Norman done? You can't even tell me who this man done fought. What has he done? What he has
Vegas is
done, bro?
listening to what the people are saying. They're saying that Devin Haney, he can't take a punch. He's washed. All that shit.
Well, I tell you like this, nigga, you're gonna have to show me because I know how Haney. I know this dude's training regimen. I seen him in the ring boxing. Um, Shit, what more can I say, man? I seen this dude put the work in, man, and he's definitely gonna put the work in even more. You mean to tell me a dude that don't have no feet, you know what I'm saying, no type of boxing skills, not even really the fundamentals too much, is gonna beat a world
The reason
champion
why
like
I,
that?
I have confidence in Dev because I know what this means to Dev right here. Winning another belt in a higher division, the star division, the glamour division, welterweight, your third division, bro. Nigga, this means everything to prove people wrong. All that.
I think it means a little bit more to him. I think it's his pretty much his separation from the pack with Brian Norman, with Boots Ennis leaving the division with Brian Norman being the number one. I mean, this just separates him, you know what I'm saying, in the pack. Like it's Haney and then everybody else. I mean, at least that's how I see it, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, man, at 147, Devin Haney he should easily demolish this dude. It really shouldn't even be it shouldn't even be a contest. I got Devin winning that fight 10-2, maybe 11-1. You know what I'm saying? Easy.
But with this boxing shit, it's crazy though, because it's like they even though Haney, they said it's a no contest or whatever, a lot of people still look at it as it shouldn't have been a no contest. It should have just been fair. It should have just been Ryan winning. And how would Devin go against somebody who's bigger and stronger like how Ryan was? A lot of people look at it as that. That's how I see when I'm talking to these guys, that's basically what they're telling me. They look at the fight as that. And
But
Vegas
Devin
could be
is
thinking the same.
but Devin is bigger than him. What? Devin is bigger than that dude. Like clearly, height wise, Devin is bigger than that dude. I don't know how Devin's gonna fill in all the way at 147, but the way he looked at 144, that dude looked it huge. Like he looked it huge. Am I mistaken on that one?
At 144, he looked decent. He didn't look too big, but he didn't look small either.
I mean, the nigga looked brolic to me. Like he
But
was
if he
like
goes in there like
muscled out.
this,
Yeah, that's huge.
hell yeah. If he go in here like this, and I'm trying to tell people, and I know it's not just about like your size, your how big you are, whatever. It's about your skills. We know the guy has skills, but if we want to be real, this guy Dev's been draining himself for a very long time. This is going to be a fight where he's not drained at all. It's gonna be a fight where he's not squeezing down all the way to 144. No, he's coming to 147, and he's gonna rehydrate. I wouldn't be surprised if he's packing a little stronger punch at 147 than he is at 140 and 135.
I got this
And he
dude
was
breaking this
fast.
dude.
He was fast in that Ramirez fight.
Yeah, yeah, and he sent Ramirez to the hospital as well. That's what
And
I'm
he was
saying. So
faster for that round. So
he's
he just
definitely gonna
lost.
do his thing.
Look
I
at the
say
fight
this.
with Regis, man. I don't care what nobody said, man. Devin was hurting Regis in that fight, and we all know it, man. If Devin really wanted to, if he really wanted to step on the gas, he could have got Regis the fuck up out of there.
That is a 100% motherfucking fact. Cause
And we know
Regis was
that. So
ready to
I don't
go.
understand why people be acting like Dev just don't got no power and nothing like that. Y'all know if he. Here's the thing. We know it. We saw the fight. We all saw the fight. Dev, he whooped his ass 12 and 0. But there's times in that fight where it's like, damn, Dev, if you really just put one, two, three more combinations together, you can get this nigga out of here. But Dev, he just boxed it smart and just outpointed this nigga, made him look foolish, which is him. That's what he wanted to do. But it's like, nah, let's not act like he don't got that shit in him. If he could, if he really wanted to, he probably could stop a nigga. Probably. But you got to have that dog and you got to have that, saying that killer instinct. And I feel like Dev in this point of point of in this point of his career, I don't think he's going to try to make that going there for the kill. But who knows? What if he definitely tries to show out in this Brian Norman fight? What if he stops Brian Norman? That's like an overstatement. Niggas gonna be like, damn, there's literally nothing you can say about the nigga.
They're gonna say Brian Norman is trash, and who has Brian Norman fought? That's what they're gonna say.
Because if you think about it, if they say that, it would be true.
Right, right.
You know
So
what I'm saying? It would be true. So we couldn't argue that. But then it's just like the Regis fight, man. And I swear niggas be like, oh, y'all need to start bringing it up. Y'all need to start bringing it up. But damn, my nigga, it is so similar because you got a power puncher who
hmm
don't got the best feet or best defense. And it's perceived that he's going to go in there and knock this nigga out. And he has these new fans and all this shit. So it's hard not to compare that shit, man. It's really not. But then, okay, I get it. Style wise, you can tell Brian Norman and Regis are not the same fighter style wise. Of course not.
but the same attributes.
But the same attributes. The power is the main focus is the power. The power this guy has. Because
Yeah.
y'all know, if he doesn't knock you out against Devin Haney, there's a possibility that he could get outboxed and lose.
There's a 99.9% possibility of him getting outboxed and lose. I mean,
They don't count UD ratios. They only count KO ratios.
well, they don't pay attention to
Can
the
you hear
sport
me,
of
bro?
boxing.
Oh yeah, shout out to my dude King Judah. Shout out to my dude Old Peace.
Man, what's
We in the
good
building
with it?
tonight.
I hate to interrupt the Devin Haney praise session. You heard me. But I think it's time to
It's the
add some
underdog. It's the underdog
objectivity.
session because Vegas has
Huh?
him as the underdog.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I think I
yeah,
need
it
to
should.
put
This
some money
talk
on
shouldn't
Devin
matter to
Haney.
y'all.
But look,
It shouldn't matter to y'all.
listen, I did some additional film study on on Brian Norman Jr., right?
Oh shit.
So I do see plenty deficiencies, plenty opportunities, plenty things that Devin Haney can take advantage of because of the things that he does well. You know what I'm saying? I do see that. So I will acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? Like because of Brian Norman's uneducated feet is gonna make it difficult for him to close the distance. He abandons his jab sometimes, you know what I'm saying? He
A
has
lot
he
of
has
time.
issues keeping his head off the center line. You know what I'm saying? So I could see all those things becoming an issue in the ring. But see, here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a flip side to that. You know, Devin Haney is a is a terrific boxer, but anytime like anytime I seen a fighter get bold and kind of make it a fight, make it, you know what I'm saying, kind of turn it into a fight instead of a boxing match, make it uncomfortable for him. You know what I'm saying? He gets caught, he makes mistakes. So, you know what
Tell
I'm
me who
saying?
did that.
Hold on, what you said, who did that?
Yeah, who made him do that?
Okay, you want to talk about you want to talk about it? I mean, I didn't want to bring it up, but you know what I'm saying? Like Art Man know,
I'm
the
here for the
fight I'm
smoke, bro.
referencing.
Explain. I'm here for the smoke, bro.
I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. I'm just here to talk boxing, brother. I know I know Hayden's your guy. I'm just here to talk boxing. Is that okay?
That's more than okay, but you just made a
Okay.
statement, and I want to know how would you back that up with facts? If you say it, we just talking facts, right, brother?
Okay, we talking facts.
Okay, who made him do that? There, you made a statement. Give me an answer, please. If not, it's okay. I understand. If not, it's cool.
All right. Well, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because like you on some combative shit right now. Now, if you the guy I talked to last time, I don't. Good
Brother,
on
I
you.
am
Hey,
not combative. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about, brother. You said some things, and I just wanted to know where you got it from. That was it.
let me speak on it, bro. So I feel where he coming from, who just came on. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I disagree, but I feel where he coming from. I do agree that Devin Haney. And if you want to bring up a fight where somebody made him fight instead of box, I mean, look no further than Ryan Garcia, and that's not something that Ryan Garcia made him do. That's something for whatever reason Devin and Bill Haney had the game plan to fight Ryan Garcia versus box him, and I'm glad they learned from that lesson, right? So that's why I say I disagree with him for as thinking Brian Norman gonna be able to do the same thing, but I do know what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? The first step to beating Devin Haney is for him to stop him from boxing you. Because if Devin Haney box you, you can't name two fighters in the world that's gonna beat him. But what I would like to say about Brian Norman Jr. that a lot of people not looking at about this dude, far as the way he fight, right? I looked at the most similar opponents Devin had to a Brian Norman Jr. And ironically, one of the most similar ones would be Ramirez. Now, before y'all say he nothing like Brian Norman Jr., I'm only speaking in terms of he's somebody that's not looking to set you up and score points to win. His plan is to beat you up or knock you out. That's Brian Norman Jr. not trying to score points to win the fight. That's not his goal. So if Brian Norman Jr. don't hurt you or drop you, Brian Norman Jr. is not looking to win on the cards. He don't have that type of style, right? Now, the most similar would be Regis, even though Regis is slightly different. That would be the most similar opponent for his speed, athleticism, probably not power at all. You know what I'm saying? Regis had power in his own right, but not like Brian Norman Jr. The difference I would say where I think Brian Norman Jr. is a lot of trouble versus Devin Haney is because both of those other fighters I just named has a lot that he don't have, right? Look at the way Regis set up his punches to get in. Regis don't jab all the time, but he jabs more than Brian Norman Jr. Not only that, Regis know how to feint his jabs to set up before he actually comes in. He don't just come in naked. Brian Norman Jr. does neither. He doesn't jab a lot, and he don't feint his
Shout
way
out to
in
Blue
with a jab.
Blood. Shout out to my brother
So,
Blue Blood in the chat.
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's
so
and
so I
that's
would
all I was
let me keep
referencing.
going, bro. I wasn't done. I kind of got
Go
cut
ahead, go
off.
ahead, go ahead.
But I was saying that he don't feign his way in, right? And also Brian Norman Jr. If you watch all his fights, even let's say what the closest he had was Quentin Randall, right, to a boxer, a pure boxer. And Quentin Randall didn't have good feet at all. Quentin Randall made him look bad
Is
at
that the
times.
guy
Right?
with the tan and brown? Was that the guy with the tan and brown, kind of taller dude?
Yeah, he real slim. Yeah, real tall,
Okay,
slim.
yeah,
But he
yeah, yeah.
didn't. He didn't
I
have
know you're
good
talking
feet
about.
though. He was tall with a good jab. He liked to fight from the outside, but his feet ain't nowhere near Devin Haney's, bro. He only have 15% of the feet ability of Devin Haney. And Brian Norman Jr. couldn't hit this dude. He couldn't hit him consistently. On top of that, and I'm about to pass it, I promise you. But if you look at Ramirez, right? What Ramirez can do, and even Regis can do better than Brian Norman Jr., is cut the ring off. Brian Norman Jr. never cut the ring off. If you watch every fight, he follows every opponent. But anybody know that if you are a slugger looking to stop a boxer, you cannot follow him. Following him in a straight line is going to get you counted all night. And Brian Norman Jr. does not cut the ring off better than Regis or Ramirez. I think it's gonna get bad for Brian Norman Jr. And even if Brian Norman Jr. do study this whole camp into cutting the ring off on Devin Haney, I don't think that's gonna be enough because Devin and Bill usually have one or two game plans each fight. The only one they didn't have a second game plan was for Ryan Garcia. Again, that was a crazy ass fight for a lot of different reasons, but usually Devin has multiple game plans going into a fight. So
Okay.
I think it's gonna get bad for Devin. I mean, for Brian.
Okay, can I get up in here for a second? Okay, so this is what we're saying. Okay, let's talk about the pre-fight. The pre-fight is this. What about the pressure that Brian Norman's gonna be under? All the pressure from the media and all this. You don't think that he's hearing all this shit what's going on right now in the media? You don't think this is pressure? This is mind pressure, man. What you don't think that he's thinking about what he's gonna lose if he loses to Devin Haney? That's mind pressure. That's real pressure. You know what I'm saying? You don't think about he's thinking about the things that he's gonna gain if he beats Devin Haney. How's he gonna be under these lights with the Devin Haney? Just the mental pressure before the fight. You have to take that into account because he's never been under this type of pressure before. We can sit back and I've watched a lot of Brian Norman's fight. I've seen so many deficiencies, bro. How he throws shots and leaves his guard down. He has no feet. How you have to be in front of him for him to work the way he want to work. You get what I'm saying? He was pretty much knocking out tomato cans and those that he didn't knock out went 12 with him, bruh. I mean, he's pretty much a top rank. You know what I'm saying? A top rank setup type of guy. This man's has the Quentin Randall dude, that dude was boxing circles around Mr. Norman, like circles. And that dude, like my man said, he's not even 15% of what Devin Haney is. We're forgetting the fact that this man, Devin Haney, you go in the ring with your resume. Look at the guys that he's fought. You don't think that he took from every fight and learned everything? You don't think he's going to take from every fight that he learned from Loma? He's going to learn from Cambosis. He's going to learn from Ryan. He's going to learn from Ramirez. He's going to learn from Jojo Diaz. He's learning all of this with these guys that's been on top levels, the Jorge Linareses. You take those into fights. You take that into the fight under those lights, man. Those lights get real big. Those lights. We're just talking about before the fight. When you get there, the pressure. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna prepare for this? Can Brian Norman get someone in training camp that can resemble Devin Haney's fighting style? No, unless you get Floyd Mayweather in there. And then Floyd's not the same guy because he
Wow,
doesn't have the quickness. He doesn't have the
crazy.
power of Devin. He doesn't have the motor of Devin Haney. I'm just saying before you get into the fight, you look at Devin Haney's resume. Ask yourself this question: can Brian Norman beat a Vasily Lomachenko when Devin Haney beat him? That's for anybody. Can he beat him? Can he beat a
I
Vasily
mean,
All
Lomachenko?
they're
right,
in way
listen.
different
Can I say something real
way
quick?
different size.
Yeah,
All right, Devin Haney was the superior boxer going into the fight with Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? It got caught with a left hook the first 30 seconds of the fight. So you know
facts.
what I'm saying? He's not infallible. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to say he's not infallible. You know, he does make mistakes. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? This is boxing. You know, you can't swim without getting wet. You're gonna get hit with shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I understand that Brian Norman doesn't have the most educated feet. He does, and when he can't close distance, he lunges. You know what I'm saying? He has a tendency to lunge. You know
With
what I'm
that
saying?
Joe Frazier jump hook.
I do see all those things. You know what I'm saying? He abandons his jab, and then his corner, like his father, doesn't even give him the proper instructions. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead and you know what I'm saying make the adjustments that he would need to find success in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So all those things I could see all those things working against him in the ring with a Devin Haney because Devin Haney's been in championship fights. You know what I'm saying? He's been under these
Dang, my
lights.
brother,
You
O
know what I'm
Peace,
saying? I,
you sound like a changed man.
no, listen. I'm objective, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm objective. You know what I'm saying? Like
That nigga about to put that objective
I'm
dollars
not a
on Devin
fan of
Haney.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
about
I'm
to
not a
put that
fan of.
money on Haney. You see, you was talking all that Norman shit, big
Oh
Norman
no,
shit.
listen. I still see a reality where Norman can win the fight. Make no
But your
mistake.
paper is on Haney though.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. You seen the eyes in Vegas?
I'm
You
saying,
see the motherfucking eyes in Vegas, my nigga. I'd be a fool.
I'm
Hey,
saying,
I
hey,
never bet it.
Vegas throwing us a bone, boy.
I
I
never
That
betted in my
swear.
life, right? I never betted in my life, right? But I'm putting the 5 on Devin. That'll be my first bet. I'm gonna put 5.
They
Yeah,
threw
I'm
niggas a
a
bone with
put a
that
little
Ryan
piece of
shit, and then
change
they
on
took
them
the
too,
fucking
cause like
five.
it's like okay, what y'all trying to make off like bandits out here? Like like I watched a few fights today. You know what I'm saying? Like I did some film studies. I watched a fight where he was having success. Now see, even with the Quentin Randall fight, now you know that was a fight where he was made to look extremely ordinary against a guy who didn't have incredibly prestigious boxing skills. You know what I'm saying? Like he was okay. You know what I'm saying? He jabbed well. He was able to use turn. He was keeping Norman turning, so Norman couldn't land. He couldn't land no body work. He couldn't really close distance. He was move. You know what I'm saying? And like a young Haney gonna be way faster than that. Haney gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be able to box circles around him if you're not able to close distance behind your jab. You lunging in trying to hook and shit. That ain't gonna work. You know
Hey,
what I'm
look,
saying?
I want to say something to the other. I think it was insane. I got a little pushback on the analysis about Brian Norman about the lights getting to him. I disagree, bro. Like from Brian Norman, his whole demeanor, his character, right? Just the way he reacted. You remember when he got hemmed up by the bodyguard? He was laughing, bro. Like he not somebody that's easily rattled. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
Even
agree with that.
when something hard, even if something hard for Brian Norman, bro, he is the type of dude that's gonna lock in and focus. Even after he the type of dude too, after a loss, you won't see him punching the ground, crying, getting emotional. Brian Norman gonna have that same straight face, bro, whether he upset or not. He gonna have that same straight face no matter what's going on with him. So
Okay,
I don't think
But I just
can I
want to
say
see
this?
how Norman gonna look when them jabs in his face all night, and it's the 11,
he,
12th
he'll
round.
he'll get frustrated. Now, mind you, not now, this is what I'm saying. The lights won't get to him. Devin can
Okay,
frustrate him
can I?
physically. Yeah, Devin can frustrate him. I don't think the moment gonna frustrate Brian Norman Jr. or
Yeah, I
fluster
don't
him.
think so either.
Okay, can
I
I say
agree with
one
that.
thing, please? Can I say one thing? Those things that you said, they're all
Yeah.
fine and dandy, but they're all opinion based. Until it happens, we don't know how he's gonna act under the lights. I done been in situations, bro, where I walked in on military base, and them dudes done been to major universities, and I can hoop, and I get nervous, and I kind of like a deer in the headlights sometimes. And it takes me a minute to snap out of it. So
So
that
what
that
you what
pressure
you
is on
saying is
everyone.
opinion
We're
based
all
too, right?
humans.
What you
Excuse
saying
me.
is opinion based too, right?
I'm just Snoopy Mac. What's up with it, loco? I'm saying as far as we're all human beings, and it is
Well, I'm
opinion
saying it.
based.
Okay, okay. I was
It
just
is opinion based.
okay. I was just making
But
sure.
until he gets under those lights, we don't know how he's gonna react. But I'm
Right.
saying this is so much pressure. You know what I'm saying? This is a lot of pressure going into a championship fight with a big name like this, and no one can really tell me who has this guy fought besides Quentin Randall, who's a so-so that has some legitimacy behind his boxing career. Just one person. Just give me one.
No, I agree. And like I said, the biggest thing that a lot of people not breaking down with Brian Norman, bro, I don't know if they ain't been watching this dude. The biggest thing, his biggest downfall against Devin Haney, bro, is gonna be following Devin Haney around the ring and not
Oh
cutting the
yeah,
ring
yeah,
off.
yeah. 100%. 100%. Now, if Devin Haney's coming to him, he's okay. You know what I'm saying? He's good. Like
Devin better not do that shit. I ain't gonna lie. If Devin
right.
ever comes to another fight and I watch him standing toe to toe with somebody that got more power than him, I'm gonna have to get on Devin Haney's ass, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Everybody make a mistake. And the Ryan Garcia fight was his mistake. But if he do it again, then I just feel like he at that point I'm gonna look at Devin like, bro, what's going on with you and Bill, bro? Like, what's up with y'all game planning? Because that ain't the way to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? First of all, at the lower weight class, we don't know what Devin gonna look like at 140, 147, I mean, or maybe higher, right? Because again, I keep telling people, bro, we could be in a situation where Devin Haney was draining himself so much that he wasn't bringing no muscles to his fights at 135 and even 140. Like we might, bro, Devin Haney with all his muscles at 147 at a healthy weight might be a totally, completely different fighter, bro, especially when you see him land a punch. I'm not expecting Devin to just turn into a knockout artist, but y'all may see a situation where his punches mean something. Like he might hit niggas and he's
Man,
stopping
go
niggas in
tell
their
go
tracks.
tell Regis after that fight that Devin don't punch.
Right,
Hey,
and that was just at 140. Yo, I'm saying, just imagine that one. Like I said, 147, bro. This is what I always compare him to. Because a lot of people talk about when I say this, they think I'm trying to say he gonna turn into Tank Davis. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, bro, go look at a fight with a how I'm not gonna say Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray had real good power. Look at a Floyd Mayweather, and I'm not talking about pretty boy Floyd. We know pretty boy Floyd was
Pretty boy and
punching.
knock your ass out.
But even Money Mayweather, bro, when Money Mayweather got serious, bro, and he sat down on something, niggas ain't played with Floyd Mayweather, bro, when he really sat down on something.
Can I drop a jewel real
But
fast? Let me
but
just
but
drop a
but
jewel real
let me
quick.
just say something real quick. Let me just say something real
It'll
quick
take nothing but a second.
because Haney, hold on one second. Because
Go ahead.
Haney
Yeah,
doesn't
one at a time.
Haney's fast, right?
Haney's lightning fast.
Yeah, he fast, bro. A lot of people vouching for
But
that.
see, he
Lightning
Shane
fast.
fast.
Mosley said it. Yeah,
Okay,
go
I
ahead. I
think
ain't
He's
hear you.
moving
I think they went up.
laterally and
Okay,
backwards. It's hard to generate real power when you're moving laterally and backwards all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I
Right,
seen.
That's why he don't really have real authority on his punches, bro. Because you know what I'm saying? He trying to be fast all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't never sit down on punches. You see what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Let me drop
So
this
so
jewel real. Go ahead.
go
Let me
go
drop this
ahead,
jewel
bro.
real quick. Did y'all know Artman had the best apparel in the game?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
That's true.
Man, yeah.
Artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game, man. We already going strong with these the Devin Haney versus Norman illustration shirts right now, and the canvas paintings. We're doing canvas paintings of that. People already know it's gonna be a classic fight, man.
That's all I
Man,
want
We're
to say.
talking about this more than
this fight.
Benavidez versus Yard. Let's
No
be real.
facts. Listen, bro.
Benavidez versus Yard.
Oh yeah, bro. But they only did that. I don't know why Turkey and them did that, but everybody know, bro. Everybody is watching this card to see Devin Haney versus Brian Norman, and it's a great card. Don't get me wrong, bro. They got a lot of fighters I like, bro. They got Abdullah Mason on this card. That's another fight I'm big on. Abdullah Mason fighting. Bam Rod. Is it Bam? I think Bam fight. I don't like. I mean, he cool. I like Benavidez and Yard though.
You
So
don't like
this is a good
Bam?
card. I mean, I ain't watch him enough to say I like him or dislike him.
Bro,
I'm gonna be
you
honest with you.
gotta go,
I don't
bro.
really watch the lower
Please,
weight
bro,
class.
do yourself a favor, bro, and
Yeah.
go do some film study on Bam Rodriguez, bro. Like Bam Rodriguez, in my opinion, behind Terrence Bud Crawford, is the most complete fighter in boxing, bro.
I'm
You
gonna have
get
to, like I
everything
say,
from him, bro. You get
I'm gonna have to
everything from his
disagree. Bam will
performances,
get his
bro.
ass kicked by Junto.
Say what? I don't
Bam will
think
get
that's
his
gonna
ass
happen,
kicked
bro.
by
And I
Junto.
like I like Junto Nakatani, but I don't really see that happening.
Yeah, folks be
I
getting
think
too
Bam
hyped up over
Rodriguez
them
footwork, like
angles.
saying you talk about footwork and Jabba Haney, bro. Like, bro, the footwork of Bam Rodriguez is just like ballet, bro. It's
All that
like
footwork gonna stop
ballet.
when a nigga throwing a triple fucking left hook.
Man, listen,
Triple
bro.
left hook,
You know what I'm
triple
saying?
uppercut.
I seen
I'm
this dude.
telling you,
Like it's
you gonna
hard to
see.
land that shit when you know what I'm saying, when you got a crafty southpaw getting awkward angles on your ass.
He gonna cut that ring off. He know how to cut that
Listen,
ring
bro,
off,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like I didn't seen him, dispatch a bunch of different styles, bro.
Did you see his last fight? Niggas not fighting like Junto, bro.
Who, Junto? You saying did I see Junto last fight? I don't, I don't, yeah, I don't think I seen his
yo,
last fight. I'll go watch it, but you
yo,
know what I'm
what's
Yeah,
saying?
up?
you ain't seen Junto last fight?
I think I seen it, but I gotta go look at it. I gotta go look at it again. But
But yo,
yeah,
I feel that, but back to this Devin Haney shit, right, bro? What's up with Shawn Porter? Having Brian Norman on
All the
and
way
sitting up
around
there.
sucker.
But listen what he did, bro. I used to like Shawn Porter because he always wanted to smoke. But bro, this dude I lost all respect when he sat up there and Brian Norman was like Devin with Conte, right? And Conte with Vada, right? And then Shawn Porter laughing. Yep, that's all that need to be said. Don't say nothing else. Only for me to find out that your bitch ass introduced Devin to Victor Conte and you was a snack fighter yourself.
I posted that him in the snack shirt on Twitter. That shit went viral. That nigga had to go back and say, "All right, man."
How could you say, Art man, how could you say anything other than you a bitch ass nigga? Ain't no bruh. Brian Norman didn't force you to say that. He didn't force you to say nothing. You took it upon yourself to say, yeah, that's questionable. You ain't gotta say nothing else. He with Conte and Conte with Vada. Nigga, you introduced Devin to Victor Conte and you was a snack fighter. What is you saying?
You 100%
Madness.
correct, but you know, dudes will do anything for click and bait, bro. Clicks and baits, bro. Like he do anything
Bro,
for
he
clicks.
don't like Devin, bro. And I think y'all don't know if y'all remember a couple of years ago what happened when he sparred Devin, right? They went viral. It was a sparring clip of him and Devin, and he was helping Devin get ready, and really nothing happened. The sparring session didn't show Shawn Porter getting embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? He had some moments. It was really it was a good session, but you know how Bill is. Bill was saying that anybody can get. I was asking him about the sparring. He was like, "How you think Devin affair against Shawn Porter?" And Bill say what he say about anybody in Devin. Oh, anybody can get it. But Bill has never been shy about saying Devin ready for anybody that can make weight. If Devin can weigh in on the same night as you, Bill would say Devin can beat you. That ain't nothing new. That's nothing to take personal. If you've been listening to Bill, he gonna say that about anybody that's close to Devin's size. There's nothing to get mad about, but I feel like he took that personal, bro, because why you taking shots at Devin, bro? Like, I mean, think about that, bro. He insinuated that this dude was on PEDs or whatever with Snack, even though you introduced him to Snack and Victor Conte. Then you saying that, I just have a feeling he gonna try to pull out of this fight. Based off what grounds? Devin Haney has never pulled out a fight in his career, ever. Right? And it's like, then he tried to do some damage control because he went on the Boxing Voice and tried to clean it up. Oh, I wasn't saying it like this, man. I was just saying that I don't think that they're gonna pull out the fight. I just think that this is a fight that they didn't want right now. They didn't expect it for it to come this fast, which is another lie. Because how you gonna say the fighter that made this fight happen didn't expect it to come this fast? He made it happen. Bro, what is you saying, bro? Like, bro, Shawn Porter is a clown. And he's a bitch ass nigga, bro. And I'm telling, bro, I don't just call people, I don't call grown men bitch ass niggas for no reason. You got bitch ass ways, bro, because you're going to somebody who didn't go at you and you going out your way to lie on a man that never did you nothing. That's some whole shit.
The crazy part is the same media and the same people he trying to kiss their ass and be just like they was talking just the same about him though. They was dogging him the same way. So to maneuver to another platform and be in the position that you're in to do it to another fighter, especially a black fighter, just shows you have no respect, no self-respect, bro, and you act like the same shit didn't happen to you.
Right. And what make it even more strange, y'all, if y'all look at the generation, they have different generations of boxers. So Shawn Porter was the generation before Devin, right?
Yeah.
And in your generation, you was the dude known for going after all the smoke. The generation right after you is known for ducking smoke. But the only fighter in that generation that's cut like you is Devin Haney. And you going at him. That's the only Devin Haney is the only fighter that go for the smoke like you did. And this the only fighter you criticize.
You
That don't
know,
make no sense.
some dudes look at other people's career and just wish it could have been theirs. You know, he wish he could have been undisputed champion. He wish he could have won all his big fights because he lost a lot of his big fights. You
You
know what
heard
I'm
what Bill
saying?
said, right? You heard what Bill said about that, right? I'm glad you brought that up. Bill, I don't know if it was a tweet or if he was on somebody's show, but I did see the quote. Bill was saying that Shawn Porter, he said me and Devin got the relationship that Shawn and his daddy didn't have. For as their business relationship, he said Devin is the boss and I'm the worker. He was insinuating that it was the other way around with Shawn Porter and his daddy. His daddy was the boss and Shawn Porter was the worker.
Right.
And
Right.
if you
Of
think about that,
course.
bro, that could mess with somebody's mind, bro. Because think about it, Shawn started as a kid in this, grew all the way up to a man, to the point where him and his daddy had to split ways because you gave your daddy too much power over your career to the point when you was a full grown man, you didn't like how it felt no more because your daddy was still a little boy on you because y'all never really got that relationship settled to what it was supposed to be as a
Go
business
watch
relationship.
go watch the build up for Spence versus Porter, and just hear the way Dad was talking to him, and it was just like he was still like fucking teenager or something. The way Pops was still talking to him, Shawn Porter was like he was talking about something, and the dad was like he ain't trying to hear it. He said, "Man, just box, box. Don't talk to me, just box." And his Porter was trying to talk, and the dad just said, "Box." You just yelled at him, "Box." And the coaches said box too. Like, damn, it was just like, man, you who the boss of who here? Like, you know what I'm saying? When we go, you getting a little boy by your fucking dad. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, that's your dad, but like, nigga, you're grown now. It's way different now.
Yeah,
No, that's facts. And think about
I
it. You the
see.
money man. You the
You know,
money
yeah,
man.
you're the reason why niggas is taking home $1 million checks and shit.
Right. That's
But
why. That's
it's
why
that mental.
Bill might feel like, yeah, Bill. That's why I say, and I agree with Bill, but there could be some jealousy there. You watching Devin do something, bro. Devin already had his own promotional team before he was old enough to fucking not drink, but shit. He was, before he was
Yeah,
21,
before he
Devin
could
had it
even
all.
drink, yeah.
Before he was 21, he had it all, and you didn't have none of. Your daddy never set you up for that, because in your daddy mind, it was never about you. You was a stepping stone for him. See, Kenny Porter had big plans for himself even after you retired. That, bro, you can't tell me you don't see that in Kenny Porter. His plan was even after you done, I'm still gonna be going with this. Like Shawn Porter was never a thought to his pops, and I
I
think
don't
that
know.
bothered him.
I don't know about all that because from what I've seen, it looks like they had a good situation going on with the career, but it just ended abruptly and smooth.
Let me elaborate on this. Let me get up in here for a second. It's crazy because y'all remember
He
how
said
Sean
Pops had
Porter
to hit
was
on
saying.
short women before he could hit a chick. Hey,
Do, do,
hey,
Damn.
Snoopy, you gotta chill, bro.
do you guys remember when Sean Porter was saying the only thing he was nervous about was telling his dad how he gonna retire? That's like a hoe telling her pimp she done home. And nigga, that's how that shit sounded like. I don't know. I
Right.
tell my dad it was over, man. I was done. I was about to retire. And you know what I'm saying? And that's why they have a fucked up relationship now. And I think that Sean is jealous of Devin because of what him and Bill have. You get what
Right.
I'm saying?
I haven't
And
seen Kenny Porter since.
I mean, there ain't no need for him to be
Right.
around no more. Now Sean can
Right.
be the big teeth loser that he really truly is.
But that's the messed up part about it because it shows that Shawn, you was the catalyst the whole time, which that's obvious, bro. You the boxer, but you didn't know this. And I think it bothered him because Bill the exact opposite of Kenny, bro. A lot of people accuse Bill of always being in the spotlight, right? But that's what Devin want. Devin want Bill to be the voice, right? But whenever a decision got to be made, Devin step in whenever he want and call the shots, and Bill don't have no problem with it. You can tell that when Devin wants something done, Devin gets shit done the way he wanted when he wants something. It's not gonna be an argument with him and Bill Haney. And I don't think Shawn Porter liked it.
It's definitely. But can we say the same thing about the Normans? Is it the same way with the Normans?
No,
How are their
I
relationship?
think Brian Norman Jr. I think Brian Norman Jr. called his own shots, bro. But I think his daddy is a voice too. Like his daddy like to talk for him. But I do think when something wrong, because Brian Norman Sr. even brought it up. When they was trying to get Brian Norman Jr. to take that drug test, he was like, because Bill, I told y'all, Bill finally convinced him that nigga, I'm not wrong. Y'all should have been signed up for violence. So he's like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get them to do. He said, I'm gonna get the manager to tell him because if I tell him, he not gonna do it. He was saying if he told Brian Norman Jr. to do it, he wasn't gonna do it. So that
Hey,
kind of
my boy. My dude Chef. He said, "Art man, you see Norman Hines and Kite on the Fight Hub live." I just said something. I said, "Man, I ain't gonna lie. My nigga look a little tipsy. He look a little tipsy. Like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What it is, what it is."
And what about
That's
Brian
that
Norman
mental
Jr.,
pressure.
bro? What about Brian Norman Jr. too, telling people, man, so y'all know one thing, bro. If I fail this test, y'all know, Victor Conte had something to do with it. Bro, that sound
I
like to
spoke.
me you dirty. It
I
sound
spoke
like
on
to me
that
you
shit
dirty and
yesterday.
you trying to get ahead of this shit. That's
All
what it
right, man.
sound like to me.
All right, man. Who been a nigga on here, my nigga, since day one saying that nigga was
You've been
dirty?
saying it, but I just got to see a positive test before I can put that jacket on.
You can't test positive, nigga, if you ain't never tested before.
Oh man, right.
Oh,
That's another thing, brother. That's another thing. He never wanted to test. Then tell me this, brother. Hey, insane. Why
Yeah.
3 weeks ago did Brian Norman Sr. tell Bill Haney to his face on the boxing voice that they was already enrolled in VADA, only for us to find out he was lying his ass off and they never been enrolled?
Oh, y'all already know that. I
Ain't
already
nobody forced
know.
that out of you. Ain't nobody forced that lie out of you. You volunteered that lie. We didn't ask you for that lie.
Right.
Then, so to me, that sounds like that's the new hustle, bro. If you fight Devin Haney, right? Because think about it, Ryan Garcia gave the blueprint. Devin Haney is so hated that if you cheat him, you will be defended. Everybody know this now. So Brian Norman looking at, okay, if I juice, all I got to do is get a hit because that's what when Ryan Garcia popped dirty. Do y'all know Ryan Garcia retarded ass went as far to say Devin little brother had something to do with his dirty test? What the fuck can Devin little teenage brother do to switch your test results? So Brian Norman Jr. just doing the same thing, saying if I pop dirty, y'all don't believe I got steroids in my system. Y'all know how
but that
Devin
be
Haney
happening
is.
out.
They, you know, man, like I say, bro, it's a lot of shit going on with this. I hope Brian Norman not dirty, but either way it go, I don't see Brian Norman winning this fight, bro. And The sad thing about Brian Norman, somebody else mentioned today on their live, they were saying Brian Norman all this love he getting, he don't realize this not real love for him. He reaping the benefits of the hate of Devin Haney. You know, you got a lot of people rooting for you because they hate Devin Haney, but when you lose, none of these people gonna be there to pick you up. They gonna do what they always do to
Is
Devin
it
Haney
me or
opponents.
is it y'all? Y'all went out. I don't know if it's me or it's y'all.
I can hear y'all. Y'all can hear
No,
me.
I can hear you just fine.
I can't hear nothing. I'm not sure what's going on right
No,
now.
you might have to back in and come back in.
But yo, all right, man, they gonna discredit, bro. When Devin whooped Brian
Snoopy
Norman,
Mac,
bro,
could you hear
they
me,
gonna say he
cuz?
was
Could y'all
trash
hear
the
me?
whole
Stephen X,
time, bro.
No, what was you saying? Hey, my brother Insane, you might have to just like click the link again and probably reset.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I was saying that, bro. When Devin beat Brian Norman Jr., all this love he think he getting from these fans, he don't realize it's just Devin hating you, reaping the benefits of it. But when Devin beat you, they gonna drag you through the mud because they not gonna want to give Devin credit for beating you, so they have to say you trash. They gonna call Brian Norman Jr. trash when Devin beat
look
him.
at that footwork. I mean, I didn't know his footwork was that trash.
He follow people. That's all I see. Like I ain't studied him enough to know if it was bad footwork, but it's uneducated because he just follow his opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Man, my thing is with this, I just want a nice, clean, fair fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no bullshit, no cuts, no none of that shit. I just feel like on an even playing field, Devin's gonna cook this dude. Norman, to me, he's a good fighter. I just feel like he caught Devin at the wrong time. This is one of those situations where it's like, yeah, you have potential to do something great in your career, but doing all that talking put you in a situation where you can lose early in your career. Norman's still a young dude. People be forgetting they acting like Norman like 30 or something.
Right,
Norman is a young dude that's still learning in this game.
right. I like the fact they got a rematch in it, and I believe Devin gonna win. So it's a rematch
Oh, they
one
got a
way for Brian
rematch on
Norman.
it? I
Yeah,
thought
if Brian Norman lose, they got a rematch.
really?
Yeah, they got a rematch, bro. So I mean, I'm happy about that. I'm glad about that. The reason I say that is I believe Devin gonna win this first fight, and I believe Devin gonna win the second fight even easier, if that makes sense. Um,
I mean, we seen that with the him versus Cambosis.
right, right. I think the first fight Devin gonna take a little more risk. You know, he gonna box him, but the second fight, if Devin beat him the first time, Devin gonna come back the second time,
Man,
not even let Brian Norman
first,
touch him.
but I was just thinking about. I actually love this sport, man, because look at what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Devin versus Brian Norman Jr. We're supposed to be talking about Devin versus Ryan Garcia too, right now, literally.
Right.
But this boxing world, we can say a lot, we can think a lot, whatever. But that ring is the truth teller. The ring
Yeah.
is the truth teller, and I can't wait.
I like what Devin did, bro. Because after he got undisputed, I said the only way for Devin now. Because think about it, he did the height. You know, he did the best you can. How I want to say, he did the most you can do at an early age. He became undisputed, right? So from then on in, to me, all your fights either got to be big money or for belts, preferably for belts. Because what you're doing now, you're setting yourself up to be a Hall of Fame name that can't be denied. Because you are already the youngest undisputed champion in history. Not every belt you get, that just adds to their legacy. You know what I'm saying? So if I was
And
Devin and Bill, I'd go
I
for
feel like
belts.
this that cheating shit with Ryan Garcia. I feel like that shit's definitely added to Devin's legacy. For him to bounce back from that shit, bro,
Right.
and to see what Ryan Garcia's at in his career right now, it goes to show, like, man, the nigga really he put in some work, and he been wrong, and now he's coming back, man. If he comes back and outclass Norman and beats him, bro, there's literally nothing you can say about him besides this nigga's pound for pound,
Yeah,
pound for pound.
I think the media gonna give Devin his credit, bro. But the fans and shit still gonna just, they gonna shit on Brian Norman. They're gonna say Devin was trash, but I do agree. The media, they have some journalistic integrity they have to keep up with, even if they don't like Devin. So they gonna acknowledge what that meant for him to go through what he went through, to come back after all the criticism he got from Ramirez, right? For him to come back and then challenge Brian Norman right after that at his first fight at 147 with a champion, win a belt after what he went through. The media gonna let the world know who Devin is, but. like I say, fans and shit, bro. Like a lot of these YouTube channels, they not gonna give Devin no credit.
What do you think about them other fights on the card?
Like I say, I like Mason, bro. I want to see this Mason fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like Mason. I just like Abdullah Mason, bro. He the
Break
one.
down that Mason card real quick. Hold on. Break down that Mason card real quick for the people.
Well, Mason fighting
That
on the
Mason
same
fight.
card with Devin.
I'm talking about the fight with the dude. Break down
Well,
that
see,
fight. How you see that?
I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be honest with you. I ain't never watched the other dude, Sam Noakes. I didn't watch him, but from what I can see, which kind of surprised me, is that he bigger, like physically bigger and taller than Abdullah Mason. That's not. It's rare that somebody taller than Mason, but for him to be bigger than Mason too, like Mason really fighting a bigger opponent, and I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Because Mason a pretty big dude, bro. And I'm just curious to see how he gonna deal with that, bro. Because if Mason go in there, right? Let's say if Mason go, because usually if Mason the more powerful fighter, he usually the stronger fighter. But if he fighting
Every
this big,
shot Mason throw, it's like a power shot, even if it's a jab.
right? I
Every
like
shot
that,
is like meant to hurt you.
right? So if he can break down this big opponent, nobody beat Mason in my opinion. Because if he can go there against a bigger opponent and nothing changed, then nobody his size gonna beat him. Nobody his size or smaller gonna beat him if he look like the same exact Mason. But again, I don't know this. I don't know this dude Sam Notes like that. But I expect Abdullah Mason to get a knockout. I expect for him on that card, for what that card gonna mean, how many eyes gonna be on that card. He knowing that people watching Benavidez, he knowing that people watching Devin and Norman, and he just noticed a big moment. His skill set, because I believe he got that pedigree. Oh man, he got
What
that pedigree. He one of those
what
ones.
always scares me though about Mason, I know, it's that weight cut, bro. I think he's a little too big for that weight class.
Yeah, he like Devin. You know what I'm saying? He probably on borrowed time and he just draining himself, forcing himself to stay there. You right. You right. You never know when you're gonna watch him come on the skills looking like a skeleton. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you right. You right, bro. So what's next? He at 130, 140 would be next, right? I mean, I think he should do it, but I think he want that. I think he trying to see if he can stay to get a Tank Davis fight, which he not gonna get. I don't know why that would be the
Nah,
plan, but
hell no.
he not getting that.
I
I
don't.
don't.
I really don't see nobody doing what Dev did at 135. Devin and Sweet Pete Whitaker,
Right.
which has become undisputed at 135. I don't see that for the next 5 years, 5-10 years.
Well, they don't fight each other. You know what I'm saying? When Tank Davis really hold a weight class up, because a lot of them dudes choose not to fight each other because they holding out for the hope of a Tank fight, which they never gonna get. Like these dudes don't understand how Tank move yet, bro. If you a threat, Tank not fighting you. They don't understand it. So they think that
You
because
gotta
I'm
look
good,
vulnerable. You gotta look vulnerable in your fight before, like
yeah,
Frank Martin did.
yeah. So I just see 140 kind of being that division. 135 to me, bro. I hate to say it, it's a joke of a division, bro. It
It
is.
is. Niggas talk so much shit about Dev, but that nigga he brought structure to that fucking division, man.
Well, every division, oh man, every division Devin go to becomes the hottest division. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you how I know this for a fact. At 135, bro, when you had Devin and all them guys there, all the biggest news was what would happen in 135. Devin was there. When Devin moved to 140, man, all we was talking about was Matias, Regis, Devin. Everybody was looking at Antoine Russell. That was the division people was interested in, right? Devin going to 147. Now, mind you, watch how 147 become that division. Right now, it's just Devin went for the best guy again, like he did against Regis. So we just talking about Regis. I mean, I'm sorry, we just talking about Brian Norman. After Devin beat Brian Norman, all people gonna talk about is who is next at 147. Devin gonna make 147, but every division he go to, and I'm not just saying this
And
like a
I
lot of
was
people
I
like here.
was saying that from the jump, man.
Yeah, and
I
the,
ain't gonna
the
lie.
reason he do
Look,
that,
hold on. Let me cook for a second. I'm gonna put 1,000 with y'all. At 147, when Boots was, doing this thing, I thought to myself, like, yeah, Boots is very talented, but he don't really have that it factor to make the 147 the glamour division again. You know what I'm saying? He's really talented, but it's just like he's missing something. But you see, Dev, he's coming into 147 with all eyes on him. All eyes are on this guy. Either you love him or you hate him, bro. All eyes are on him. and they want to see what he's gonna do. He's gonna make this division hot. Look at his first fight. Well, not his first fight. Okay, this is his first fight at 147. This is his second fight at welterweight, but his first fight at 147 is already more controversial, more talked about than any Boots fight at 147. Am I
Right.
lying? Am I
Right.
lying? But Boots is the future for sure. Boots is he's gonna do his thing at 154. But at 147, man, I feel like that's gonna be the division that Devin's gonna bring light into. Because at first, when Boots was in 147, it was like, yeah, after Crawford Spence, it's like, Even with the Staniosis fight, I enjoyed that fight. I loved it. But people were like, man, who the fuck, what I'm saying? Who the fuck is Staniosis? We ain't watching this shit. We're gonna watch it, but who is this guy? This guy isn't like not somebody that we know. But niggas are getting themselves hyped up to watch Norman versus Haney. They're doing their study on Norman, or somewhat study on fucking Norman, and now they're gonna be entertained and they're tuning into this fucking fight. They're talking about this fight more than the Benavidez versus Yard, which is supposed to be the main event.
Right.
So it's our boys. What Art?
What's popping, my brother Mitch? They talk about Haney right now, man, because your boy Tank, it's not looking so good, man, for him, which is very unfortunate.
Bro, I've been looking for that nigga to announce he retiring, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I hate that he's going out like this for real. I really do. I'm not sitting here.
Hey,
I swear I'm not sitting here just happy.
That nigga might be doing some time.
I know.
But I'm gonna ask y'all something, like honestly, and I'm trying to say this with no hate, right? Real talk, no hate to both of y'all. And I know you a Tank fan, Mitch. How did y'all expect to see him going out with the way he was moving? How did y'all see this end up being a happy ending? I always saw Tank leaving boxing in a disgraceful way, bro, based off the way he was moving. It was gonna have to be a disgraceful way.
Art can tell you,
thought
I'm a fan of the nigga. I'm not a groupie. I don't condone half the shit the nigga do. Like I ain't gonna. Art can tell you that.
Oh yeah,
It ain't that type of situation. I'm a fan of boxing.
how I thought, bro. I really thought that Tank was just bullshitting, fighting all these, Hispanic, Latino fighters, and eventually, at the end of the day, he was gonna fight Haney, Shakur as like his last fights, and then retire.
right.
Shit,
That's what I
too,
thought.
but
That's what I thought he was gonna do. Just bullshit and just say, you know what? I'm time to push the button. I'm about to fight these niggas, and then he
Y'all
fight
know that.
both of them niggas back to back.
Y'all know what I think happened? I think, oh man, I think you're right. I think that was what he was planning, right? But you know how everybody body different, right? Everybody age different. I think when Tank get the closer he get to 30, he feel 30. If y'all look at the old Tank versus how he fight now, it's way less movement. He not as explosive. He not as active. I think Tank aging. I think he feeling it. I think his plan was that eventually I'm gonna fight these dudes, but now I think Tank getting to a point where he don't feel confident he can beat them, and I really do believe he aging different than they did. Because you think about it, Tank Davis used to drink and party and shit. Shakur and Devin never did that.
Mm-hmm.
When he used to be with Adrian Broner, he used to be tearing his body up. You know what I'm saying? So for all we know, bro, he might feel
I'm
like
gonna
he
tell you
going
right now,
to.
me and Tank the same age, and I'll be doing
Yeah,
more smoking and drinking, but I'm still an athlete or whatever. But Digga, I can still feel that. I can feel me aging. I can feel that. Okay, I don't feel like damn, I'm fucking tired and shit. But you can definitely feel like, man, I'm not a spring chicken no more. I'm not that nigga I was at fucking 19, 20.
Ain't no Art, no
right,
bullshit. I'm going to Houston next weekend, right, bro? I've been hydrating I'm hydrating like a week in advance to go down there. Cause my homie getting married, so we know we finna go turn up. But like I'm 30, so I get what you're saying. I'm finna be 31. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. Like that shit really do matter, bro.
Yeah, it's like Tank's at the age where it's like niggas gotta stretch before the workout.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stretch before the workout. If you don't, nigga, you gonna feel that shit.
It is. I think it's a mix of that and that nigga already got his money, but I think he done hit like a
And
total to his goal to where he wanted to be. And he just like he ain't got the hunger. I don't think he hungry no more. I know when I seen that interview with that nigga, he was like, one day I just want to retire from boxing and buy my own island and go somewhere with my daughters. I knew then his head wasn't back in there.
we gonna close out on this because I'm about to head out in a second, but I feel like Tank, he's in a bad position. And I'm not saying financially, but he's in a bad position when it comes to this boxing shit. You know how it is with boxing? It's like it's really a poor man's sport. When you're poor, you're coming up, you know what I'm saying, you're fighting your way out of poverty. See, Gervonta Davis, he fought his way out of poverty. Now he's at the point where he got all this money. He already had the pay-per-views and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All that. So that hunger, that's just not there. It's not the same being that young light-skinned nigga with a handful of tattoos. Nigga, now he's fully tatted with all the money, nigga, and all the whatever, nigga, all that shit.
I was gonna say, Sly, I was like, calm down. You sounding like the nigga that made that post. Calm
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But you know, with Devin and Shakur, or I would say with Devin, it's different with Devin because this nigga already had the paper. He already had the money and all that shit. Driving fucking Rolls Royce and shit at 16 and all that shit. Right? So he's really in it for the love of the game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He's trying to prove it. He's in this shit for the love of the game, like on some mama mentality shit. Like he's already working out for the fucking fight that's down the line, like 4 months from now. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, this nigga Tank, he not his mind. Boxing probably the last thing he thinking about right now, bro. For real,
Damn
for
right.
real.
Shit, that nigga think about that judge.
Man.
And that judge been giving his ass a hard time, bro.
If anything, the judge was light on his ass, boy.
Yeah.
Nigga, if anything, judge was light.
No, I'm
Nigga.
talking about leading up to the shit though. Like she was on some. She's giving his ass a hard time.
Yeah, she was restricting him, but I mean, I heard that they saying he might have to sit down, bro, for this
Yeah.
shit.
But
He was on
he already
probation.
on. I mean, you gotta think about it, bro. Probation violation, and then you already got the type of judge you got, bro. It ain't too
Man.
much. It ain't too much.
Let me
You
tell
know
y'all a
what I'm
little
saying?
story, nigga. When I was, in the streets doing my shit, I was on probation, but nothing crazy, not no felony probation and shit like that. Caught me a little misdemeanor or whatever. But the fact that I was on probation, that's just like walking on motherfucking eggshells, bro. Like you make any mistake, nigga,
Yeah. You can't
nigga.
sneeze wrong, nigga.
The best way to describe probation is you're out of jail, but you have a shackle on your feet that's attached to the jail. At any
Right,
moment, if you fuck up, they can just reel you back in.
right.
Straight up. That's
This it.
probation, man. I'm telling you, I violated because I ain't completed my community service or whatever. Man, when they told me, nigga, which my probation officer said, nigga, there's nothing I can do for you. You gonna have to turn yourself in. I said, man, I was fucking hurt. So I know Tank probably going through it, man.
That
You
nigga take
violate
it.
your probation, there's nothing they can do for you, bro. It's
But
time to
he
pack it
ain't think
up.
about shit about what his backup time is right now. Whatever the fuck
Time
his
to
backup
pack it
time on
up.
that probation was, that's what's running through his head right
That's
now.
what was they offering him? Like 5 years?
Like 5 to 10 or some shit, bro. He wasn't fighting no little shit. It's a hit and run,
Hey,
bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
Hopefully his
I
wife,
can't.
or his baby mama come out and say, man, that was a false alarm. I was bullshitting.
Hey, once they get that far, it don't matter, bro.
Mm.
I
Especially
can't
like the
feel sorry for him though, bro. Y'all look at this, bro. This dude was dealing with this chick already. You know, she already called the people on you before. She put put Dookie on your toothbrush, had you brushing your teeth with baby Dookie, and you took her back, bro. Then
yeah,
on top of that,
like
you doubled
You know,
down.
I get it though, but I get it though. It's a difference. There's no really just people gonna disagree with me. I know a lot of people gonna disagree with me, but there's really not no breaking up with your baby mama and thinking that shit's gonna be peaceful, nigga. This is one woman that you're gonna have to deal with for the rest of your life.
the rest
You know
of
what I'm
man,
saying?
what?
So you gotta try to make it work somehow. So
Right,
of course he
but
gonna
Art,
have
if
to deal with it.
you know she toxic, or that she already tried to get you slammed, you double down by hitting her too. Like, come on, bro, like you crashing at that point. You know she crazy. So she the type. If anything, you get into verbal altercations with her. If she make you that mad, you gotta whoop her with your words. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
put your hands on her. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, as we seen with that, I don't know who these niggas are, but this chick, they showed the little video camera. She hit herself with the pistol.
Right.
I seen
Yeah,
the
that shit
video
was
of that. I said,
crazy.
man, some niggas don't got no cameras up in their crib, man. Police don't be trying to hear that shit.
Right.
It's whoever
All
Okay.
they
it's
see is
whoever
a
make the
big ass
call first. I
bruise and your
promise.
black skin, nigga, and this fucking Latina that you got.
Hey, whoever get to the phone first.
Man,
Right,
Yeah, that's what
bro.
I'm saying. Like
somebody, hey,
I don't be trying to make no
hey,
excuses
one of
for
my
that nigga.
mods
Don't get me
kick,
wrong.
kick this dude out of here. Kick him out of here.
Man,
My
that's
mod.
Southpaw. That's Southpaw dick
Yeah,
sucking. My bad. That's Southpaw. Man, that
he
nigga that
wants my
bitch.
attention so bad. Get dude out of here.
So
He a bitch.
I don't be trying to take too much excuses, but
Mm.
shit, it be real. He be going through some shit, bro. But it's self inflicted shit now. Don't get me wrong, but
He
nigga going
put
through real
himself in
life
this
shit.
shit though, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not like,
He did it to himself, bro. I can't bring. I'm one of them
but you
people,
know what
bro.
it is? It's because niggas don't got no guidance. Niggas don't got no motherfuckers, no real niggas sitting in their corner telling them what to do.
That's a fact.
Niggas got a whole bunch of yes men.
Cause
And
my
look at
pops
these
would have
niggas
told me,
online. Look at these niggas online, bro. And look at the
hey,
niggas
look,
around.
Art,
Go
my
ahead.
pops would have talked to me so crazy if I went back to my BM after some shit like that.
You
Yeah,
got to, bro, because what you doing, bro, like as men, bro, you know, one thing about men, bro, we gotta operate in logic, bro. Like that's part of what make us men. You can't do the same thing twice and then expect me to be like, I'm not a woman, bro. I'm a man too, so I can't pat your back and tell you it's okay because that's what a woman gonna do. I'm a man, bro. I'm gonna tell you that shit was stupid, bro. You shouldn't have did that shit again. You feel me? That's just how it is, bro. We men.
well, but you know, sometimes some niggas just be having that shit in them when
Nigga got bump his
they can't
head, bro.
control their hands. Bro, I be feeling like when you're a boxer, man, nigga, you get punched in your head fucking all the time. In practice, in the
Right.
ring, sometimes niggas lose that
Niggas
brain
be
cell.
off.
They lose that one brain cell that tells them, hey, if somebody disrespectful you, you're not supposed to put your hands on them.
Nigga be off, bro.
And I ain't making excuses. I swear I'm not making excuses for domestic violence because we don't support that on artmanapparel.com. Not at all.
I ain't
Not
gonna lie,
at
but
all.
one of the worst things a man can do, bro, is like, and I ain't just saying like morally speaking, right? You know, we're not supposed to put our hands on women. We get it, but in a court of public opinion, especially, bro, you hit a woman, it's over with for you, bro. Especially as a black man, bro. Like it's over with for you.
It's over with.
Especially, and you know these celebrities, they dealing with Latinas and shit like that, or white
Right.
Latinas and white women and shit like that. So it's like, and they want. I get it, nigga. Black women get you in trouble too, for sure. But nigga, let's be real. It's a different eye when you're a fucking black. You're known as a fucking boxer, and you fucking allegedly slapped up a Latina chick. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy.
In
And
Miami, it's old. Yeah,
in
it's crazy.
Miami too, like
Yeah, real
Damn, bro.
shit though. Like them motherfuckers down there, hey, they crazy down there, bro.
shit's crazy, man. And it's like we talking about Roach rematch. Roach, you need to go. PBC basically told that nigga Roach, you gonna have to find a new opponent, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Roach is, hey,
That's
it's
fucked up,
hey,
bro. Whoa,
hey, that
man.
They
nigga. We
left my
might not
nigga
hear.
on red.
It's the fact that we might not hear from Tank for like another 5 years if he really got to do time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
really this generation's Mike Tyson.
mm-hmm.
Yo, whoever got a wrench in this man chat, brother, get rid of them dudes. Don't let nobody spam no shit like that in this man chat,
But
bro.
I gotta get up. I gotta get up out of here anyway. So
Oh,
fuck.
okay, yeah, yeah. All
Anyway,
right, bro.
shout out to y'all,
Shop
artmanapparel.com.
Art Man Apparel, man.